6 more Chinese police stations operating in the U.S. The New York Post, citing the Spain-based nonprofit Safeguard Defenders, says aside from New York, there are other stations in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Houston, Nebraska, and Minnesota. They're part of a global network. Safeguard Defenders noting there are over 100 of these Chinese overseas stations operating in 53 countries. As for what they're for, the Chinese regime maintaining they help overseas Chinese with their driver's licenses, but not everyone agrees.
The secret police station appears to have had a more sinister use.
The FBI arrested 2 people this week for operating a secret police station on behalf of the Chinese regime in the heart of Manhattan. That's according to the Justice Department, which has ramped up probes into what it calls transnational repression by adversaries such as China to intimidate political opponents living in the United States. Officials say the arrested men allegedly tracked down and terrorized a pro-democracy activist living in California. Details from a Twitter account show that the 2 joined protests against Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen during her recent visit to the U.S. One sign reads, "Tsai Ing-wen is a big traitor of China." Worth noting, Communist China has never ruled Taiwan. Tsai Ing-wen is the island's democratically elected leader. Beijing's foreign ministry spokesman has denied the existence of these police stations, calling the accusations complete political manipulation. But a number of Chinese state-run media outlets and local authorities in China have been reporting on them. A local notice from a southern Chinese city touts the presence of these overseas police stations, stating, "We treat every overseas 110 call for help as if it were a domestic call and strive to solve the case as soon as possible and give the victim a satisfactory solution."
We cannot and will not tolerate the Chinese government's persecution of pro-democracy activists who have sought refuge in this country.
Besides the 2 men arrested, prosecutors also charged 34 Chinese officials for allegedly operating a digital troll farm and harassing dissidents online, including by disrupting meetings on U.S. technology platforms. They also added 8 Chinese state officials as defendants in a case announced in 2020. It involves a former China-based executive of Zoom. They say the executive disrupted video meetings commemorating the 1989 Tiananmen Square protests, a topic the Chinese regime deems sensitive and scrubs from the Chinese web. Over in Canada, the Federal Police, or RCMP, are looking into a number of locations across the country suspected of operating as secret Chinese police stations. They told NTD that they're currently investigating the incident and are aware that foreign states may seek to intimidate or harm communities or individuals within Canada. At the end of last year, human rights organization Safeguard Defenders identified 4 illegal Chinese police stations in Canada. The RCMP later confirmed that 2 of them are located in Quebec and the cities of Montreal and Brossard.